Okay, good day everyone. This is our first session of our video lesson in General Chemistry 1. Okay, so this video is intended for senior high school STEM students, and today we will be able to discuss about the particles theory. Okay, particles theory. I am Sir CJ and I am here to provide you general background in understanding the composition, structure, and properties of matter, quantitative principles, kinetics, and energetics of transformation of matter, and fundamental concepts of organic chemistry. As today, we will be able to recognize that substances are made up of smaller particles. Okay, so look at the picture. Let's start this. Look at the picture. So, what do you see? So, what are these things made of? Of course, you can see a table and a chair, students, a teacher, and a window. And what do you think these things are made of? So let's have first the chair and table. So these are made of a wood and a metal. The windows are made of glasses. Students and teachers are made of living cells, tissues, and organ. Okay, so what can we infer? Each of the object in that picture is very different from the others. Yet all the objects are alike in some ways. And all these things are made up of matter. So let's have a review. Again, what is matter? Matter is anything that takes up space and has mass. Okay, so matter is the stuff that everything in the universe is made of. Okay, now what matter are made of? So all matter is made of atoms. Atoms are the smallest pieces of an element that still have the properties of that element. So what does it mean? Let's have an example. Okay, for instance, you can take a piece of aluminum. Aluminum is an element and cut it into tiny little pieces. And each piece is still a shiny lightweight metal. Aluminum is a shiny lightweight metal. If you could cut that aluminum into pieces that are too small to see with your eyes or even with a good microscope, it would still be aluminum. So that is an element. Elements are made out of only one kind of atoms. Elements are called pure substances. Now, why particle theory? The particle model can be used to explain the properties of the solid, liquid, and gases, and even plasma, even the Bose-Einstein condensate and the fermionic condensate as the fourth and the fifth phases of matter. And it can also be used to explain what happens in changes of state. We will further discuss states or phases of matter in the next video lesson. So just take a look at the illustration. So the states of matter, particularly solid, liquid, and gas, can be classified by relative spacing, relative movement, and its attraction. So again, as a review, when we say solid, the relative spacing among them is very close. The relative movement is slow, no change of location, and their attraction very high ability to attract. On the other hand, when we say liquid, their spacing is far apart, their movement is rapid, and their attraction low ability to attract. On the other hand, when we say gas, their spacing is very far apart, they are extremely fast moving, and their attraction is very low, has a very low ability. Okay, so those illustrations on the back are some example of the molecular arrangement of them. And again, just like what I have said a while ago, phases of matter or state of matter can be classified as solid, liquid, and gases, and also plasma. We also have Bose-Einstein condensate, and we also have fermionic condensate. And we'll further discuss those states or phases of matter in the next video lesson. Okay, so let's have the scientific model of the structure of matter. So according to the particle theory, there are five main points to consider. First, all matter is made of small particles, and that is correct. What is these small particles? Small particles can be identified as an atom or a molecule. Next is each substance has its own kind of particle which is different from the other substances. Okay, let's have carbon monoxide and carbon dioxide, even though they both consist of carbon and oxygen. But carbon monoxide is a poisonous gas. It is a poisonous gas having one oxygen atom. And carbon dioxide is just a normal gas we breathe out. It has two oxygen atoms. So that is the difference between those two. That is why we can say that each substance has its own kind of particle which is different from the other substances. Next is number 3. All particles have space between them. Because particles can be moved or it is continuously moving. Next is all particles are always moving more energy, producing heat, and it also produces more movement. Let us always remember that heat plays a very important role on the movement of particles. And number 5, all particles are attracted to one another. So let's have an example of a balloon filled with helium gas. A balloon filled with helium gas shrinks when taken outside on a cold winter day. So particles move more slowly at a cooler temperature and thus move closer together. Okay, again, for the summary of our lesson, let us always remember that everything you see is made up of matter, even the stars in the sky at night. And then matter has mass and volume, and this can be measured. On Earth, most matter exists in three different states. You have the solid, liquid, and gas. Matter is made up of atoms, and atoms of only 120 different elements can combine to create many substances. Thank you so much. I hope you learn new things. Happy learnings, everyone. See you at my next video.